in the game with X-Philip97's gameplay in his T-55a, and you guys probably seen that video already where I have carried my team ultimately to get post medal Kolobanov, Top Gun high caliber, was it Spartan? Or did I get that? I can't remember, but I had loads of medals, and that was in my previous video. And this video I decided to share with you guys my mission grinder. So the guy I grinded the T-55a mission with, partially, we were all grinding for the same goal, so we platooned up, because for the T-55a you need to platoon up with another tank to do combined damage and kind of things like that. So we randomly met each other on the server, and we decided to platoon up. And here we are back then trying to grind for this tank, but now he's got the T-55a. I just got it now as well. He got it I think a month or two earlier than I did. I kind of gave up on the light tank mission for quite a while until I completed it finally. When I was quite dedicated enough, then I had to get my RU-251 out. I had to try out multiple tier 8 tanks to do that mission. And we're gonna see X-Philip97 here showing us how capable he is in the T-55a. So not the best start getting RT'd. And talking about artillery, it's just my opinion that this artillery class is just super annoying. I mean, they don't do the game any good, really, in my opinion. They do more harm than good. The only reason why I see them still inside this game is because obviously they introduced it. You can't just delete them, otherwise it won't be fair for those people who spent money in this game and spent their time grinding the lines of artillery. But seriously, it was a bad call for Wargaming to introduce artillery. I mean, they did not promote playing aggressively like it was advertised. They said, oh, artillery will punish the campers. Well, if I bloody push, the artillery knows what I'm here, so they're gonna smash, a massive fat round that's gonna wreck all my modules. And if I was to camp, let's say, I'm pretty sure the enemy wouldn't have possibly even seen me. So at the end of the day, do RT really promote what it's supposed to do? I don't think so. And you can see X-Philip97 here he's got the worst start possible I can imagine of, except getting artillery one-shotted. But it's just such a terrible start to this game. You can see the T-55a doesn't quite have that the forgiving armor, where the 120mm plating would actually work. This actually T-55 is the same as the full production later models of the T-54, except this one has MBC protection. So you might be wondering, why would the T-54 at tier 9 Suvetry have 20mm more armor than the T-55? Well, technically Wargaming really lied to us, because realistically speaking, both of these tanks should technically have 100mm, because the T-54 prototype, which is the tier 8 premium tank, is the one that's supposed to have 120mm. The full production version of the T-54 didn't have the 120mm. So as far as I know, certainly the mass production version, which actually featured this 100mm gun, shouldn't really have this 120mm armor. And the reason why they had the 120mm, I believe, was that when they were first testing this tank, they just was like, alright, on the trial vehicle we're going to slap a 20mm armor onto the tank, and then in the game somehow they were like, yeah, we're going to make Russian tanks more OP than they are, great gun penetration on the heat round, and great accuracy on the move, great DPM. Yeah, we're gonna just make that armor 120mm, even more armor than some heavy tanks at tier 9, for example the WZ-111, 124. And you can see, while I was talking all that stats history part of the game, X Phillips actually got himself 3 kills already and 1,200 damage. And holy shit, did you see that shot he just slammed through that gap there? You gotta check that out. It was such a brilliant shot there through the gap. And he's paying attention to the map, and that's just, you know, the difference between a good player and a bad player. You know, he's able to, you know, choose his targets. He's thinking, well, okay, no point going for that bulldog. The super person's possibly gonna get him. Now he has limited amount of heat rounds, which is quite different to what I would normally do. I would normally load quite a few premium rounds because it's just that this tank is AP round slacks, and wargaming. Why can't you buff the AP round by, let's say, 20mm of penetration? You know, I might not use that heat round as often, but due to the lack of reliability with the AP round, you're betting on a pen with your AP. So, you know, if I load gold him, it's an automatic win, so why not? But you can see X Phillips 97 here, he's really careful with what he's using. He's switching back to AP for those softly armored tanks, and when it comes to tanks such as the 87, he's going to use the gold round. And that is just, you know, the ideal play you want to have in your T-55a. And yeah, talking about it, these two tanks only have a minuscule difference, so the easiest way to spot the difference between T-55 and the T-54 is, let's tell you. So on the top of the tank, right, this tank doesn't have this little cap that comes out of the turret. Here, there should be a little rounded thing that pops out of the turret, and T-54s do have that, and T-55a, because it's NBC protection, so it's nuclear, biological, and chemical weapon proof, they couldn't have that. I think is it a ventilation port? I can't remember, but it's like this cap, and if you see that fat cap on top of the tank, it's not a T-55, it's a T-54. But that's pretty much the only, you know, visual difference that is 100% guaranteed to be correct, because sometimes, you know, they tell you, okay, where is the gun fume extractor located at? And here, look at how well he's playing this. He's going behind this building just in case the artillery hits him, and he's fully aware of that. And the Yak Tiger's really given up here. The Yak Tiger's not even trying. How's that, right? It just shows you how brilliant this tank is. And straight away he loads back to heat for that 87, which he predicts will come around the corner anytime soon. And oh, does he? Oh shit, artillery here. Switches back to AP as he sees the artillery. Brilliant work. And now he has to execute them quickly before he gets overwhelmed. And that is what you have to do in your tank. You gotta quickly kill those targets. And the bat chat fucked up, and now we know we have 20 seconds to kill him. Yep, there goes the kill. Quickly gets back into cover. You don't want to get hit by the artillery, but luckily, most likely the artillery is situated quite far away. He loaded back to heat round and planted the few last rounds into the 87. Now he's out of premium round, and this is why I would prefer to load more. Ooh, he gets pen to load more AP rounds. I mean heat rounds, sorry, than AP rounds. And it's in a really tense situation. He gets tracked, and he uses his repair kit and gets the kill on the weak spot of the 87. The thing is, I'd say you could actually pen some tanks reliably with AP, providing you hit the weak spots, which is not hard at close range. But remember, once you get past that 200-meter range, hitting weak spots becomes more of a luck than, you know, your call. So you gotta really balance the amount of heat round you have and the amount of AP round you have. Now I recommend you to carry about 20 heat rounds for those mega carries, because you don't want to run out of games for those Kolobanov games. But you can see here again, X Phillips 97 is gonna get himself the ultimate medal of all time, and 11 kills if he succeeds in killing both of them artilleries, which is also difficult providing he's on 19 health. He loaded high explosive. So, but then, you know, my argument is that although this game was a mega carry at the end, he didn't do that much damage in in the beginning, so he didn't actually use that many rounds in the beginning. So realistically, if you're gonna do those massive, let's say 10k damage games, you really do need load a lot more heat rounds than X-Flip here. I would go for 20 rounds if you're my kind of economic level. But ooh, that shot was good. But I think 20 rounds will do. 15, even 15 might do. Just don't load something like 5 premium round, because it's not going to help you out unless you just don't care about carrying, to be fair. Oh, the artillery caught out of position, right? He breaks contact. Now the artillery in a second will not know which way he's going. He's going this way. Then look at what happens. The artillery doesn't know where he's going now. He's going to go the long way around, and he's going to get the jump on the artillery any days of the week. Notice how he doesn't break that fence there. Notice that. Unfortunately, the artillery is relocated. But there's no reason for him to go all that aggressive yet, because he's got plenty of time to work with. If he catches the artillery out of position, he is going to have a pretty good chance of killing him. Certainly, if he gets the jump on him, which he does here, and executes him for a massive round here. 11 kills, 5,600 damage, and 9,500 win rate. This is a brilliant game. 5k efficiency according to my live gameplay calculator. So I do think that Phillips 97 here showed us how to carry in those vital moments when you need to. The round selection, he's not spamming those heat rounds, he's using them carefully. He's using his HE rounds to the best effect, and that is what I think we should all take away from this game. And hopefully this video was entertaining and also educational for your needs. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and thanks Phillips 97 to show me this gameplay. I really liked it, and perhaps I'll show you all my T-55a gameplay soon. I do have the replays lined up, just got loads of them to show, so we're gonna take our time with them, and hopefully we shall see you next time.